To cover the rest of the refit that we did on the Elizabeth Marie. The boat was in the water for about 5 years, 4.5 years, I guess, in the Pacific, and it was in Morro Bay, California, which is all saltwater, of course, and it was sitting in kind of a warm slip, and so there's a fair amount of biological growth there. But for 4 or 5 years, it's not bad, as you'll see. These are photos just as we took it out of the water. This right here is some asphalt from running it. We tied up next to a piling. You can see as I zoom in here, this is some of the growth, and you see the growth kind of attack the paint, the boot stripe, more than the bottom coat. We used Interlux Ultra Coat on the bottom, which is a high copper content, and for it to look this good after 4 years is pretty impressive. You know, obviously this paint here did not have copper, and as we zoom in, you'll see that's where a lot of this growth decided to go, because this paint is just regular 2-part polyurethane or 1-part polyurethane. And so anyways, long story short, as you notice, this is a little bit odd because it's a fixed keel version of the Balboa. This is a tall trailer, and it's how it came. And this was an experimental prototype. They made other fixed keel boats. I think this was the very first one that they made fixed keel. And you'll see it's got a little different interior than most other fixed keel versions. There's some other shots of the boat. And then here we are. We pressure washed it. And you see just plain old pressure washing takes the vast majority of everything off. And then we started getting into looking at some of the damage. This is one of the reasons why we pulled it out. There was a small crack just forward of the keel, or excuse me, just aft of the keel, and I saw that we had salt water getting in there, so that was all like ground out and re-epoxied and fiberglassed. Some more pictures. There's the keel and the trailer. We also replaced the interior cloth, put in a stereo, and this is the old cloth. We took it out, kept it as a pattern, and then we scraped the sides, got all the glue off and everything. There's us cleaning up the sides. You can see the foam is glued to the sides here. And then we protected the interior canvas because that was still, it was like new. This is a chain locker that I had installed and epoxied in place so that the water, any water that's on the chain when you put it away, doesn't bleed into the cockpit area there. And I'm not sure why I took some of these. Oh, there we are, actually pulling it out of the water. You can see this is an extended fork on this trailer, and that's how you get it so deep in the water. It's kind of an interesting deal. Everybody thinks it's very cool. There's a young gentleman who was helping me sand the bottom. He sanded everything off, got all the debris off and whatnot. Oops, let's go back a little bit there. Excuse me. Computer's going a little slow here. Okay, so that's just another picture of it sanded. Okay, there's the stereo that we were going to put in, and those are the speakers that we put in. And you can see some of the wood was in bad shape. It needed to be sanded and refinished. There it is, all pressure washed and getting ready to sand. These were stainless steel, wink wink, but from China. So those were removed and powder coated. This was also, I think, removed and powder coated. And you see the top of the masthead that broke off. We had to put a replacement in. And there you see, these are very, very, very small blisters in the gel coat. And here we are putting the new cloth on. There's a scrim backing and then sunbrella cloth. And so you got to put a little bit of the adhesive on the scrim and on the wall and let that dry for about 5 to 7 minutes and then press it in place. You see I use tape here to tape it down while we're letting the materials dry. And there's some more shots of us putting the, oh, this is with the, see that shiny coating? That's the, we put some of the contact adhesive already on there and some on here, you see it? And there it is in place. It comes out very, very nice. It's actually very easy to do, believe it or not. And let's see some more shots of the interior, and there's the exterior all repainted and cleaned up. We moved the boot stripe up higher and because of the damage you saw, and here's us taping off the handrail and recoating that. And then here's a final of the deck with the Kiwi grip, and you saw the other video of us repairing the deck core. This is the gentleman who helped me tow it, And it's kind of cool to get some pictures of it on the road, because you don't see that very often. There it is going down the road at 65 miles an hour, and it's on its way to Morro Bay. And there we are putting it in. That's yours truly. That's a friend of mine. He's measuring the trailer up for his boat. We're going to see if the same trailer can work for Cal 26, since it's all adjustable. The other interesting thing is we use some of that Trex boards for this trailer. Highly recommend that. You see they do bow a little bit. You see how it bows a little bit, but it's really slippery, and the boat goes in off and on really easily, and you don't have to worry about carpet or any of that. Some shots of the trailer, and there's the Elizabeth Marie back at home. And that is all. Thanks very much for listening.